I went along for a routine smear test that was prompted by a letter I received from my doctor. I went along, didn't really think much of it, was quite happy with that this was the next stage of, turning 25, and this is what happened. About 6 weeks later, I received a phone call from my GP saying that I'd had some abnormal results and could I go along for a colposcopy. So again, didn't really think much of it. I know that this happens, and it was explained to me that it could just be, they just need to take a larger cell sample and actually it could all be fine. So I went along for my colposcopy and was told, you'll be in and out in 10 minutes, nothing to worry about. An hour later, when I was still there and they'd called for the specialist to come in, I started to have an inkling that there was some sort of a problem. I was told that they were going to take a biopsy, they'd found a tumour. They didn't know what it was. It was unlikely to be cancerous in someone of my age. They would get back to me within 2 weeks. A week later, I was asked to come in the next day. I knew it was bad news. They're not going to ask you to come in to tell you it's good news. And I went along and I was diagnosed with cervical cancer.
The smear test results had come back and confirmed that there was cancer cells, from what he could see, or certain changes, and they wanted to do there and then a loop biopsy, which involved a local anaesthetic and a camera, some dye put into the cervix, around the cervix and the top of the vagina area, so that he could see, with using the camera, where the cells, the cancerous cells were. In the ones that he could see, he cauterised. Ones in one of the areas, he took a loop area of biopsy of the tissue in the centre of where the cancer cells were.